already.
Well, they've also not done a lot of losing on these champions of T1. Only one loss for Faker on the TF thus far as, oh dear, that's a lot of damage on it. Namgung does manage to find the Bone Skewer, and Deadly Flourish is going to go wide, but Namgung needs to be careful. Gideon comes over, Carrier flashes, and it's first blood over to Pays and no response. Gideon going to be taking the first dragon here. Looks like there's not going to be two. Oh, never mind. There's a Destiny to come in as Faker. He shows up. There's a Realm Warp to bring Roamer in, though, and the secure on the Dragon is going to come through for the bros. A little bit late here is Ona, as Roamer finds...
But otherwise, level 6 now hit for Pays, and Carrier is closing in.
Oh, dear. It's getting a little bit worrying here towards the bottom side. And another Light Binding is going to connect the net, and he's just gone. Boom headshot indeed, Caitlyn, as Pays.
Beautiful. Hanj and Brion secure what's important with those grubs for that jungler. Pays?
Huh.
He's just going to kill him. He's dead.
Yeah, I think he's...
Oh, he doesn't have ult yet. He's still going to kill him.
Yeah. Deadly Flourish is going to miss. He just wanders past and murders the Jhin.
What's really tough here... Oh, Pays in trouble potentially.
All right, let's see whether Casting can pick this one up. He is booking it. Man, he goes so fast. And he gets silenced, but he's still very noisy and kills the Caitlyn.
Wow.
That Light Binding somehow connected onto both as Carrier. I would agree. And now he's going to set up the curtains onto Faker, who flashes out of the way. Teddy manages to hit that one, and most of them, to be perfectly honest, as we have a Realm Warp coming in. Kick out, and that's going to guarantee the second Drake for the bros.
Felt like he was showing off with that one.
Yep. And now T1 are going to take down this outer turret on the bottom side of the map and move to about a 2,500 gold lead or something to that tune.
15 minutes.
Got it. Well, I mean, that's good. That's good news that it's not worse than that. As here's the train. Doesn't quite find Casting. Here's the ulti comes through from Ona. He is able to go untargetable, and he might need to do so, although Doran just tanks up the turret for forever.
Exploding. Just the sort of squishy backline of T1, like the TF, the Caitlyn, the Lux. If you go in aggressively, it's like the Pike release in, and they jump in a Herald as you engage, devastating.
Yeah.
And it looks like Hanj and Brion don't even... Oh, no TP coming in from Casting. They're looking for this.
Yeah, double teleports coming on forward, actually. As now Gideon gets over. They're not going to be able to take this Dragon, but the Equalizer placement is decent, but no one's there to hold them in place. And now the bros are going to see what they can find. Gideon safeguarding his way around. There is the ult in from Doran, but the follow-up is a little bit slow. Teddy trying to find the angle, has a fourth shot, and down goes the Scion. Death from below, not even used for the reset just yet, as the zombie Scion will be cut down. Somehow the bros actually navigate those traps as well, as the Rift Herald going to be used. Shelly gets a headache, but that is going to be another charge, as Carrier is going to look to move her towards the top lane if he can.
Oh, this is a tough one.
Oh, can he slink by? Oh, that was an optimistic choice to not go fully left there.
Kind of felt like a little bit of a decision paralysis. Do you go right and get the really sharp turn? I don't think it's possible.
I do that often at T intersections.
Yeah.
Just drive straight into buildings. An extra plate here on this bottom side inner turret. Doesn't actually happen, as Owner is going to steal away a red buff, while Pays secures the one on the other side. And there is the smite. After that, it is still a little bit more that he needs to put together. Obviously, Rapid Fire and Ghostblade are pretty important, as there's a Deadly Flourish. The Equalizer goes down. Carrier's just dead. That looked like death from above, actually. But Namgung gets in there with the ulti and will be able to take down the Lux. Finds himself another Bone Skewer onto Doran, but that's not a target you can blow up very quickly.
I mean, here's the thing with playing Pike into Lux, is obviously we saw the lane be really rough for Namgung. But
so
at this point,
Doran will not die, unless Casting is hitting him with everything. Yeah, but I guess.
Better the IE than the Stormraiser, and then he might be getting LDR like 7th item at that point.
That's true. And then Collector 8th. As Bro will just Realm Warp their way back towards this mid lane, but they haven't dealt with the top side, as Faker is just taking down an inner turret as we speak. The Destiny going to come through yet again. He can gate away. Although, does have to flash first. Bone Skewer pulls him back, and then there is no more CC. So he foot by the looks of things as well. Owner with 2 items now completed. And Doran just going to come up and bring the hammer down on the inner turret. And the gold lead extending once more here for T1. as FaZe snared by the deadly flourish. As the Bros felt like they were making a lot of proactive moves just a little while ago, and now they have kind of stopped. Never mind! There's the equalizer. FaZe is going to walk all the way down it. He is famous enough for a red carpet. Probably didn't enjoy that one that much. Still 15 seconds left, but that TP was so far away because, like you were saying, there are no wards. So he couldn't have even come any closer because he was just already too far away. And it's all right, Gideon taking a lot of damage here. Bone Skewer onto Doran, but moving the tank closer as the train comes on through the double knock-up. And there goes the Pike. Romer is so much of the team's damage, and he is executed. And Doran, I mean, really finding the angle here as, okay, good kickback onto Ona, but Gideon is now so incredibly low, casting has to break his arm guard, and now just wants to try and kill FaZe, gets very close as Carrier gives him the shield. That deadly flourish, my gosh, that was close. As Ona as well, going to soak a few of these bullets.
Getting over the Baron Pit walls, but does make him a little bit more vulnerable if he wants to contest this, and they do start it up.
Oh no, the little popcorn chicken got in the way. He wanted to try and bone skewer a Scion. But actually, maybe that was a blessing in disguise. As Namgung tanks up the damage from everything sort of came out there from T1. His final spark and Ace in the Hole comes down at the same time.
They've used the pressure from the Scion and really cleaned out this vision. They have that triangle of control wards, so they know whenever Gideon's going to be approaching, and they have the Destiny for even more insurance.
What are they supposed to do about this one? Flash out from Namgun this time around. Let's see whether it's going to be enough to get him to safety. The answer is no, as he is going to be taken out. More flashes as this Scion is just licking them up, my goodness. And Carrier gets in there with another light binding. That is going to be the end of the Bros. It felt like it was a matter of time. They were holding on as best they could, and it just wasn't enough.
Just felt like T1 able to set up control of the area and then immediately turn onto Hanjin BRION, find all the kills they need. Teddy completes the LDR, but it's not doing that much against a Scion right now, full HP.
Yeah, last ditch revolver is, I think, what that one stands for. As Gideon will be taken out here. Ona now just going to help them deal with this last Nexus turret, and the Bros, they're going to have to try again in game number 2. This time, the early game went a little bit wrong, but they did try to make their way back. It just wasn't enough. T1
makes use of it.
Casting, looking for the solo onto Doran, gets him into the brush and takes him down. In this bottom lane.
It's level 3.
Oh, God. Okay, Namgung, this kick is going to have to be extraordinary. As Carrier picks up turret aggro. First, the kill goes over to Teddy. And now Ona is going to die to the turret as well. An absolute disaster. Namgung collects a red buff. And the Bros win everywhere.
So we saw in our last series, first series of the day, Genji against the dive came through, which they did not have there. Now, in the top lane, we see level 3 hit by casting. He's already poked down Doran a bit, but getting that level 3 just means Doran doesn't have the tools to match him.
Man, that was beautifully done by casting. You can see it does have barrier, but Carrier not going to quite be able to kill him just here, as Namgung is trying to keep Ona busy for the moment. Beat drop comes in. Teddy in such a precarious position and is able to dash into the Dragon Pit and is going to die. Does have barrier, and Carrier is very close to dead. The Dragon and the flag from the sky will take down Carrier. FaZe now trying to protect his jungler, but Gideon's moving over. Romer's down here as well, and he goes between worlds. And this world that he got to is looking like a pretty good one as he looks for the double, and there it is.
Beautiful follow-up from the mid-jungle of Hanjin BRION, able to turn around the play. And despite the fact Teddy goes down, the reward that they get for it is set. Or maybe just thinking if the dragon kills me, then the support gets the kill. But Carrier flashes over.
Oh,
and Romer dies.
Dead.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, dive in the bot lane.
Yeah, we're going to look for it. Cataclysm comes down. FaZe is very, very dead, but he does have the barrier to buy some time, and he kills Teddy! Oh, no! Just not enough damage here, and Gideon, he wants to throw a flag down, flashes out of the way, and he has the help from the Melio to survive. They try to salvage it, but a one for double kill, but that was not the expectation for me after he gets back to the lane. Is just dying to fake it here.
Yeah, eating that stun was the big thing there.
Great wall.
Then follows
the gold department as, all right, Gideon's down here again. Carrier is likely to die. Cataclysm comes in, decent encore, but The culling comes on through, and that's the double for Teddy. Oh, that crescent guard was real nice out of Ona. Does manage to shut down the Lucian right after he picks up those kills. Looks like it's still going to be Bro with a bit of a lead, as the flag and drag will be able to get Gideon out of there, and the fire kick is enough to buy the space.
Oh, by the way, Carrier has ultimate.
Yep, and he's also the only one with flash, as now Teddy is, not able to get out of that one. I'm not entirely sure what he thought was going to happen, but this is, as I'm actually able to sidestep the volley for now, as the culling comes through. Teddy going to get focused here by Ona, but Ona's also going to get focused by him, and down he will go. Faker from over the side, though, he's just going to execute his former AD carry, and Roma gets over the wall to punish immediately. The egg goes down, though. Faker still alive for the moment, and finally gets taken down, and Gideon with a gigantic knockup. Pace taken out, Carrier removed. The Bros can do no wrong in this game, as Broma just does so much damage in the fight, and Gideon celebrates with a dragon.
I think Hanji and BRION are just accepting. Teddy is probably going to die.
About it with Gideon towards the bottom side and with no flash available. He was sitting on a huge shutdown. If they had have got that, that could have got T1 all the way back to almost even.
Yeah. Now, they're looking for casting.
Oh, Namgung is going to find Ona moving over, so it looks like casting is going to live for the moment.
And that's enough to scare them off, so good moves by Namgung to be there.
Hold on.
Now the Faker
that turret is dead. He's still in the Cataclysm despite the flash, and now he's dead. Mikhail's well. Just that OP. And it does keep Teddy relatively safe. Dashes over the wall. And Rift Herald is going to come out here. Let's see whether they can interrupt Shelly from getting a bit of a charge here. Looks like that is not going to be the case, as down will go the Crystalline Overgrowth. And T1 looking to deny some soul point here, as the arrow is... That's a stationary target. Can Gideon get here in time? If he does, that would be ridiculous. It's not going to be the soul going over or anything like that to the Bros. No soul point for them. Yeah, T1 will just walk away with the Cloud Drake.
Will be mid tower going down, though. Not any way that T1 can defend that one. Will be picked up, but obviously... And Teddy's gone for the rapid fire cannon this game instead of the Navori, so less ice skating, but the extended range obviously pretty valuable when playing into a composition like this.
Yep. You just kind of get the double tap into culling in mid lane.
Emilio,
he with really is on
the mega fire kick. Yeah, it's a wild one to attempt. That tower's pretty low.
It really is. Casting is also in a bit of a similar state.
You're wondering how low it is. It's that low.
Yeah.
One.
All right, this gold lead is falling away.
Yeah, and a lot of structures taken. There's so much terrain building in this in this game.
Whoa, okay, the flash in from Roma. Faker taking so much damage. Cataclysm gets his flash, and out goes Gideon. They keep it calm. But now two ultimates on cooldown. T1 move over towards the Drake. We're going to take this one down. These health bars looking pretty good on the Bro side, but Gideon flag and dragged away from the battle. There's the egg from Faker. The Crescent Guard from Ona comes on forward as Teddy gets a bunch of his health bar back, but there's a lot of cooldowns. Now missing, the Encore goes wide, but Roma is also just out of there. Casting is dealt with. Ona takes him down, and the Bros, I think they just witnessed the about face from T1 on the driveway. What is it? The disastrous driveway?
The difficult driveway.
Difficult driveway.
You know what? It makes me wonder, are T1 ever really on difficult driveway? Are they always
think they live there.
I think they're always just on mellow motorway, and it doesn't really matter the state of the game. They've got payphone on the radio, and they're just cruising along.
I think they use the dangerous driveway in order to turn around, like they pull in. As Gideon also doesn't have a bounty anymore, which is kind of crazy. 5-0-7. He did manage to hold that one pretty close to his chest. This gold lead for the Bros has been there all game long. Oh, no, wait, there's a tiny little blip.
And what's really sad now is we just had IE.
Oh, they did get the Drake, though.
That's something, but we just had IE completed, GA completed for Gideon. Storms...
Pays. He's in a lot of trouble. Does get healed up a bit here, but from Carrier. Meanwhile, on the other side of the fight, Namgung taking so much damage. Ona just hits him to death with the spears. Now Teddy trying to get out of the way, and audacious charges. Ona is just taking matters into his own hands. It's Doran that claims the kill onto the 80 carry. Finally, Gideon goes down this game, as the hammer boot back onto Ona is going to do nothing at all, and casting is just collected. And the Bros just ran out of steam.
This setup from the Bros just not working out. Feels like T1 know exactly what they want to do and are so clean with executing on it.
It
now
looks like they had
the game.
It's like they had no idea in their mind that they could ever possibly lose. That is the way T1 are playing right now.
It just felt weird to see Namgun like flanking on the side in these situations. It feels like they're struggling to find an approach. T1 are not struggling.
Okay, Roma almost kills them, and then they're going to lose the game as T1 finish off the Nexus once again, an incredibly close